can't stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
How big is it for the confidence of the defense to get a win when you're able to hold on late in the game after they make a little bit of a run and score a couple points, but you're able to buckle down?
Oh, I mean, it's a huge confidence booster, especially because early on in the game, we let them get a lot of yards, but we held them to a lot of field goals. They had 3 field goals in the first half, so we had great red zone defense, and then the second half, like you said, they gained a lot of yards on us. And because we had looking at the film, we had a few mental errors here and there that we can definitely clean up. But it's a huge confidence booster that we could play as bad as we thought that we did and still come out with a win. And so I can't imagine what it's going to look like when we actually, take care of those mental errors and play a complete game instead of just the first half.
How important? Obviously important, but turnover-wise, to force turnovers and get turnovers. The one that James gets in the end zone, looking at the score, they get that, it could be a different game. So.
Right. Oh, yeah. Turnovers are crucial, and that's actually something that we harped on in camp. We had a competition, whoever hit at the ball the most, whoever swatted at the ball the most, gathered points and became the champion of camp. But that's actually something that we need to do better at, is getting turnovers. Our goal is 3 a game. And right now, I think we met that one time at Maryland. So we definitely need to get better at turnovers. But, James's interception came at a crucial point in the game that was definitely could have gone either way, gone for the worse. But I'm glad that it went for the better for us, for sure.
You said as a defense you felt like you guys played bad?
Well, we're perfectionists, and Coach Ward, he's a huge competitor. So which is a great thing. So when we looked at the film, we were happy about the win, but we were not satisfied with our performance. We had on all positions, linebackers, me included, didn't communicate the best that we could. Defensive linemen were having mental errors. There were some holes in the back end that we're lucky that the quarterback didn't see. So definitely I'm going to get those fixed. And as we play UMass, who's a very good passing team, a very good offense, who competed with us very good last year, very tightly last year, definitely going to get those fixed.
22 points, the lowest point total for the season. So where would you kind of rank Saturday, like in the,
I would say that even though we gave the fewest points, our best performance was definitely against Maryland, and then. I would say that still agree with Coach when he says that our game against Buffalo is one of our worst, for sure. And also on top of that, our goal is to hold a team to less than and fewer than 17 points. We had that opportunity, we gave it up. So definitely not a favorable outing by us.
Nate, you mentioned the red zone defense.
Mm-hmm.
What were the reasons for the success of that red zone defense, just looking at last Saturday?
Well, I think the success is due to the fact that as a defense, we got a lot of guys with great mentalities when our back's against the wall. We were, I think, early on in the first half, we were like 5 for 5 in red zone defense, and then we got them to almost the 4th down stop on the goal line in the second half, and it's just due to the fact that, as a unit, we refuse to allow the other team to get into the red zone when we're backed up.
And so basically the mentality is we've given up this far, now our back's against the wall.
Yeah.
Would you talk a little bit about the example, the 4 shots they had from the one where it took 4 plays, and also kind of it wasn't exactly a trick play, but
right.
they weren't going to pound you in.
Right, yeah. Coach Ward did a great job. Like we repped that exact formation, that exact play that they ran on the first 3 downs. I don't know how many times in practice, so we knew what was coming. And so, like you said, they had to get into a formation that we had not seen prior to the game in order to get in. And even then, we had a great play call. It was just a matter of all he had to get was this much. So I mean, I definitely hope that offenses look at that and respect our reputation in that area, that we will fight and claw and do whatever it takes to keep them out of the end zone.
Will you talk also the bend but don't break mentality, which seems to me is really predicated on whatever happened the last play, you have to kind of set it aside, don't you?
Oh yeah. The biggest mistake any football player can make is keep a mistake lingering around in their head, because that definitely affects how they play later on. From my personal experience, I almost forget what happened in the actual game until we watch film, because I have to push it aside so quickly and move on. And I think our guys do a very good job of that. If we give up a first down, we'll come back and stop them. So.
You guys have been road warriors to a degree, and I know Coach is the big film buff. So what's been the key film that's been the success to your road success? You know what I'm asking here? I mean, have you seen a lot of Mad Max these last 5 weeks, or?
I think it's the fact that we're a lot of the guys say bring your own juice, BYOJ. It's an opportunity, where we're again, like our red zone mentality, our backs against the wall. We're in a place that is hostile, and it's that bulldog mentality that comes out, especially in our defense and even our offense, because they perform outrageously every week. The fact that we're going on the road, we don't have much support. We're actually, as Buffalo said, we're in a place that we're hated. So it's just we thrive off of that. We thrive off of anything that says you're not going to be able to beat us. You can't do this, and we're like, all right, let's test it. And so I think that's a huge part of what our coaches have tried to instill in us, and I think it's a huge part of the guys, the guys that they pick to recruit, coming together with that mentality. So
this may sound stupid. Is there a concern that you're coming home, you finally get to play at home, well, suddenly we're not going to be hated,
No, that is funny that you say that, because it makes sense. But no, this is our home turf, and Coach Babers really hits it hard that we don't lose at home. We're not supposed to lose at home. Last time we were at home, it was just like I said, a few mental errors here or there by the defense, but it's that another mentality. Then, all right, we're at home, we have to defend it, we have to protect home turf. Coach Babers, before coming here, was never defeated at home anywhere he's ever been, so it really means a lot to him, and he's instilled that mentality into us, and we're heartbroken that we couldn't do that for him again, keep his undefeated record. But I mean, this week is definitely going to be a very productive week of practice, because it's all in the back of our head. We're not going to lose at home. So.
You mentioned a couple different times, Nate, about eliminating mental errors on defense. 5 games in, a few mental errors still. What's it going to take to clean that up?
Well, it's funny, because there was a lot of things that we had gotten better at and not done before. It was just, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a question of our effort, for sure. It was definitely the fact that we might have just caught a couple of guys on a bad day. I know a couple of guys were feeling under the weather, feeling sick, feeling kind of out of it a little bit, and then that really there are they're very fixable things, and this week it's going to be more of just the players wanting to fix those things. And I think we definitely have a group of guys on defense who definitely have the want to and definitely have the will to sit down and study and focus on the game plan to fix those things. And coaches definitely will be harder on us this week for sure, to make sure perfection is what we're trying to achieve. So I don't think it's going to be any issue fixing the mental errors.